Hello, welcome to Ascension Arcana Tarot. This is Christine with a weekly reading for the week of June 22nd. As always, this is a general collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Today is my birthday. I think it's kind of funny that for my birthday, you get a tarot reading. Let's see what the universe wants to talk to us about today. Ooh, my goodness. All right, well, first of all, I very rarely fumble the cards like that, so that was kind of funny. And we got Temperance and Two of Wands. They like popped right out. That was very kind of demanding. They're like, hello, we're here. And we have the Page of Wands on the bottom, which is that card of adventure. The Two of Wands is a card of expansion. I love that. It's like picking a direction. He has the world in his hand. Sometimes this card can represent travel. I always think of that like little kid song, he's got the whole world in his hands. It's like the world is at your feet. I feel that. And the Temperance card is this really nice card of balance and transformation, alchemy. I'm drawn to, it's this angel, right? I'm drawn to the fact that he has his 1 foot on the land and 1 foot in the water. So kind of a balance between being in your emotions and also grounding. It feels like opening. I don't know how to describe how I'm feeling this energy. It feels like big opening. Like I keep seeing like an open expanse or something. So I don't know if there's a place where maybe you've been like kind of stuck or stagnant or something like that. But I feel like all of a sudden it's almost like you're cresting a hill and you can see like over the hillside, kind of like the whole wide expanse of the world or whatever. Like there's just this big opening energy that I'm really attracted to. So some sort of transformation around having the world like laid before your feet, right? And being able to make choices, make options about like how you want to move forward. That's really cool. We have the Six of Cups. This is bringing to mind for me like tradition and nostalgia, and values. So like if there are, gosh, I'm trying to think of like a situation that this could resonate. Like if you're making a choice this week or you're having these sort of options laid before you, right? Or all of a sudden your world is becoming more expansive. It feels like an energy of like really making sure that you are choosing a direction that aligns with your values, kind of staying like true to your heart and really, really like feeling into that. Like if you haven't done work around that, really feeling into that and doing some work around what are your values, what choice can you make moving forward that really aligns with like your core values and who you are. The Chariot. Yeah, it's that forward movement. And I feel like too that like what I was just saying around really knowing like who you are and making choices in alignment with that, that's the Chariot. Like this guy knows himself. He has a significant amount of self-possession. I had pointed out when we got this card last time that the Sphinxes here are not even like harnessed to the Chariot, right? He has no physical control over them. So he's basically taking his emotions and his intellect and harnessing them with self-discipline and like complete self-control. But what I'm really feeling here is just that strength, that like inner strength of like, he really knows himself and he knows what direction he wants to steer in. So it's kind of like once he gets clear on what his values are around kind of whatever this expansion or options or choices, then he really can move forward with a lot of confidence. The Chariot, I've mentioned this before. It's a Cancer card too. It's a number 7. The King of Wands. Do you have anybody else for us? The Wheel of Fortune. This is a cool energy. I'm like digging this. I'm really drawn to how much gold is coming out here. The gold is like a really auspicious color in the tarot. So that's really nice to see this here. The King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. It just feels to me like regardless of your gender, right? It doesn't matter. King, queen, whatever. It's just like representing a person, right? A person's energy. He is bold. He's creative. He exerts his willpower basically over the world to manifest what he wants. I feel like he's looking off. He's reminding me of the energy of this Two of Wands card. They're both sort of looking off into the distance, right? So he can kind of, I feel like he can kind of see a perspective. I really keep seeing this vision. It's like, I don't know, it's reminding me of like The Sound of Music or something, where like they crest the hill, right? And you can kind of see like the whole countryside like laid out in front of you. And you just have this clear vision of like where you want to go and what that's going to be like. And I feel like that's what these guys in these cards are like gazing off towards, right? The Wheel of Fortune feels like, it feels like the universe completely kind of, I don't even want to say intervening, because I'm feeling like this slidey energy that I feel sometimes. It's almost like WD-40. It's like the universe is sort of greasing something for you to like help it slide better. I don't know how to describe the energy better than that. It's like if it was squeaky or rusty and you spray some WD-40 on it and all of a sudden it works, right? So it feels to me like you're kind of going through this transformation energy, this balancing of something. You're getting kind of just this opening of options, right? And it's going to feel to you maybe like things kind of got flipped around, or things all of a sudden are maybe easy in a place where they were not easy before. That's maybe a good way to say it. You're going to feel that opening in a place where there was no opening before. It's like a really cool energy. We have the 10 of Swords on the bottom. I feel like that's the end of your worries. This is like a big transformation. So out of the 6 cards that we have out so far, we have 3 major arcanas, which are Temperance, the Chariot, and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm feeling all of those as like a very positive and like auspicious energy. And the Wands is just that kind of that spark. I feel like I've felt that energy in the last few readings that I've done. It's like this, just this spark of life kind of coming in where there wasn't one before. It's like an inspiration. It's like a moment of inspiration that really helps you get clear on something. There's a lot of clarity energy here. I really like this for you. If you're in this collective, this is a nice energy. I'm hoping that I'm explaining it in a way that at least sort of makes sense. I really can't think of like specific examples. It could be like, I don't know, it could be getting clear on a relationship, on a next step that you want to take. It could be getting clear on something at work, right? Like a job that you want, or maybe a new position opens up in your company and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, that's the thing that I want to do, right? It could be getting clear on a friendship and kind of how you're choosing to move forward with that friendship, right? So I feel like this could apply. I'm not really feeling like a specific area of your life. It's really just that opening feeling and that getting clarity that's really sticking out to me. What advice do you have for the folks in this collective? Yeah, speaking of clarity, that's fast incoming clarity. That's the Knight of Swords. That's someone speaking some truth to you. Oh, this is funny. We got these guys in a short that I did the other day. I think they were in that order too. So speaking of yellow, this is a cool reading. I can't even like the words like option, expansion, and clarity keep like ringing through my head. And the more that I'm expanding on this energy, the more that clarity piece keeps ringing. I'm hearing it like a bell ringing. Like a Tibetan singing bowl when you like hit it on the side, right? I keep hearing that sound and I keep hearing the word clarity. So for whoever's in this collective, this is like a wonderful week for you to be getting this clarity. The Knight of Swords is an incoming message. It's indicating that the energy is moving quickly. This could be a fast incoming message. So for example, let's say that this is about a job, right? This could be, you getting an email, hey, we have a new position that opened up in the company. Are you interested in it, right? It could be waiting in your email box when you get into work tomorrow morning. So who knows? The Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. The Pentacles is the suit of Earth. It's pretty steady. It's not one of like the faster moving suits. And especially the Knight of Pentacles is like very very slow. He's like the slowest knight. Look at him compared to the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is like charging with all of his might, and the Knight of Pentacles is just standing there, right? So it feels to me like this is going to be like a message or an opportunity or an opening for you that feels like it's been like a long time coming. I almost feel like a Hanged Man energy over on this side, which is interesting because that didn't come out at all. But that Temperance card kind of feels to me like maybe he's been standing there pouring that water back and forth between those cups for a while, just sort of trying to figure out what to do. Like he was trying to gain that clarity, right? And maybe it took a little bit of time for that to happen. Maybe it just wasn't the universe's time for it to happen yet. And all of a sudden, like, bam, the energy's just right to let it flow. So that's kind of what this feels like to me. It's like all of a sudden it's just flowing. And the Ace of Swords, again, is clarity. That's all I'm getting from that, is like the hand of God reaching out saying like, here's your clarity, right? And there's like this lovely kind of victory wreath on the sword or whatever. It's a nice energy. I like this reading. What else advice do you have for everybody here? I feel like the advice so far is just be patient and let this unfold in the universe's perfect timing. When my spiritual teachers, instead of divine timing, they talk about divine order. So sometimes there are certain things that need to happen first. And it doesn't mean you sit around and wait for things, right? You still are in the act of manifesting what it is that you're looking for. But it could be that like you kind of just have to surrender for the moment to this opportunity. Kind of, it almost feels like the clouds of the universe are like parting, and the opportunity was always there, but you like couldn't see it, right? Because the clouds were kind of covering. But then as the clouds are parting, all of a sudden you have that clear view and you can see this opportunity. It's really cool. The Star, this is a wish come true. And sometimes the Star can be a card of like something that's been a long time coming. Oh, sweet. I knew there was one more. It was the Knight of Cups. That's a great way to end this. So the Star, yeah, the Star can sometimes be something that felt far off at one point, but I feel like it's finally coming, like it's finally here. And I'm super drawn to the Star card versus the Temperance. So the Temperance, like I was saying, maybe he's just been pouring this water back and forth between these cups for a while, but the Star is like really pouring, right? She's like really actively pouring the water onto the ground. It's like the earth is receiving that water. It feels like a much more actively flowing energy. So I feel like this wish is finally ready to manifest for you, whatever this is that you've been calling in, you've been hoping for. And then the Knight of Cups is so sweet. He feels like that emotional offer. This is something I feel that's going to make you feel at least happy. This is going to at least feel nice. Like, for example, with my job example, right? Even if you don't want to take the job, it's going to feel nice that somebody thought of you and thought to offer it to you, right? But I feel like it's bigger than that. I feel like this is something that has the potential to make you feel really satisfied, really joyful, like really peaceful and content. It's very nice. And like, as always, use your own judgment, right? I'm not you, so you need to figure out what resonates for you. It's not up to me to make decisions about your life, but the energy of the cards here is saying that whatever this is gonna make you feel pretty joyful. I'm super drawn to the fact that over here we have 3 out of the 4 knights. Who are we missing? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, I just think they're lovely. It feels just like this energy of movement. Like there's something coming to you, and just be patient and let the universe kind of unfold this in its own perfect timing. It's really lovely. I also just thought to say, if we flip this energy around, it might be you who's in the position to give somebody else good news. I don't know why, I just thought that. So take that if it resonates. If not, no big deal. But maybe you're the one providing a message. Like maybe you're the boss, for example, at this job, and you're the one who's going to be making somebody else's dream come true. So I feel like that's a possible way that this energy could manifest as well. Or like I was saying before about a relationship, right? Maybe you're the one who reaches out and says like, hey, maybe we should go out sometime, right? This is very cool. I very much feel like you do your thing and the universe will unfold this and you'll get clarity. So our animal card here is Fierce Wolf, Intelligence, Instinct, Protection. Fierce Hunter and Protector, be the guardian and guide of my journey. That's sweet. That's really sweet. Guardian and guide of my journey. I don't know, this feels like a really safe energy to me. I wonder if you're in this collective, if maybe you're a little bit nervous about this. Like this might resonate more, well, even for a job. I was going to say it might resonate more for a relationship, but maybe for a job, right? Like maybe you feel nervous about taking a new position. Maybe you'll have to learn new skills that you don't have yet, or maybe you're nervous about reaching out to someone. But I feel like this energy is saying you're very protected. It feels very connected to me to the Temperance card because this is one of the angels in the tarot, right? I mean, that's like a very strong protective angel energy that's been helping you transform. You know, you've been working with that energy for quite some time. So it's definitely going to be with you and continuing to work with you on your next step. Okay, I wanted to come out. 1414, light up. Mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. I like that. It says light up, but I feel like it means lighten up. These cards sometimes don't use the best English. So anyways, I'm done correcting the grammar now. I feel that it's like, if you're in this collective, you might have a sense of frustration about this, about like nothing's changing, nothing's incoming, right? But if you stay stuck in that energy, you're going to keep your manifestation stagnant. So I almost feel, I was just talking to a friend about this today. It's almost like you need to divinely distract yourself, right? So distracting yourself by doing something that's positive, that's healthy for you, right? Like painting, go for a drive, go for a walk, like, I don't know, go do whatever's fun for you. Go do a puzzle, right? Like do something to kind of keep yourself content and peaceful, and really just kind of surrender this and don't fixate on this coming in. 1331, good fortune, advice, comfort, major change, individuality, independence. Have faith in your skills and talents as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. Yeah, I like that. I feel like that moment of enlightenment is this energy that I was channeling, like I was seeing you kind of on a hillside getting this clarity, right? It's beautiful. It's just saying that it's on its way. It's lovely. I think this is a really beautiful reading. I feel like that's complete. That's a good one. All right. Well, I hope that this was helpful, and I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Bye.